But let's talk about some corporate numbers as well. Manappuram Finance, the CFO Kapil Krishnan joins in. It was a very good quarter. NII growth of 32%, profit growth of about 25 odd %. Kapil, hi, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Just take us through what led to a good quarter this time around, and whether this growth that you're seeing, both in terms of asset quality that's stable and NII growth, whether it's sustainable.
Yes, basically, as you know that we had restructured our product offering almost a year ago, where we had started focusing on a shorter tenure loan, as a result of which our net yield has gone up by 200 basis points. Because now all the interest is actually received by us. Earlier in a longer term product, some of the interest was accrued but then not collected finally. So because of this 200 basis point increase in our net yield, that is the main contributor. And also, as you know, we have diversified and entered into some new areas like microfinance and housing finance. Those businesses are also scaling up, and now the new businesses constitute around a little over 8% of our total AUM. So the growth in the book has come because of the diversification, and the income growth has come because of the increase in net yield.
Okay. Kapil, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Good morning.
Generally, what has been the AUM growth, and do you think fourth quarter will hold on in terms of AUM growth?
Yeah, so our overall AUM growth is 20% year on year and 3.5% sequentially. And our gold holding, which is the underlying volumes, are also up by 22% year on year and 2% sequentially. So the underlying fundamentals are strong, and our microfinance subsidiary is scaling up very well. It grew 30% sequentially and 117% year on year. We expect that growth to continue to be very strong. So we expect to maintain this momentum.
In microfinance, you're seeing a strong 30% growth. What about housing finance? Can you throw some more color on how much it's grown in this quarter and what's the sustainable rate of growth?
Yes, so the housing finance is a new business that we have set up, and therefore, there is no year-on-year growth that we talk about, but sequentially it has grown. We are just setting up the branches, and it is around 100 crore AUM as of today. But as the new branches mature, the growth momentum will suddenly pick up, which we expect in FY17 should be up substantially.
Okay, just wanted your spreads. I mean, your NIM has gone up significantly to 14.5. You see it maintaining there?
Yes, actually our cost of funds has come down again by 50 basis points sequentially. And as you know, the bank's benefit was around 30 basis. Banks are around 75% of our total borrowing mix. So around 20 basis saving was because of the base rate cut. Then we are now negotiated much better borrowing rates from the banks. So we are borrowing at base rate now. And we have also increased the commercial vehicle component. So the cost of funds has also helped the NIM. And as we discussed, the yield also went up. So we see it to be, this will be sustained.
Okay, 14.5 margins and an AUM growth of 20%, you'll be able to sustain?
Year on year. Yes, we are expecting to maintain these figures.
Okay. Since you have about 90 crores of your portfolio that comes from the commercial vehicle space, and you did mention that, you're planning to increase it, can you give us some color on whether the worst is over as far as asset quality concerns are from that space itself, and what the growth could be?
See, it is a very new business for us, so we do not have the legacy asset quality issues that some of the larger players have. And we have adopted a conservative strategy. So we are not chasing business where we see any risk. And you see, our book is not mature, but we do not expect any major issues there.
All right, Mr. Krishnan, we will leave it at that. Pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for joining us with all those details. Okay, very quickly, the markets now both Sensex and Nifty are opening with a 1% gain.